Look, man, City they got the win, but it wasn't a perfect performance. It was a struggle for them, but at the end of the day, they still edged through to do their thing. Um, Look, man, it's pretty much what I expected. I mean, I think to begin with, Van Arnold on whatever his name is. I mean, what the hell are you doing with that tackle, especially so earlier on, and the tackle on Sterling and for Garrett to get that penalty. So first half of the first half, you saw what Pep is trying to do, and you saw the difference between Pep and Pellegrini. More possession of the ball, a lot more passing to the men, and a lot more of a slower, measured approach to trying to create chances. And in the first half of the first half, City looked very good, kept possession of the ball, and they kept on finding Sterling in space and finding Nonolito in space. But the only thing I'd say is that I think De Bruyne is better on the wings. Raheem Sterling for me is still garbage. He's still crap. I think De Bruyne is a better player to play on the flank. Second half or the first half, Sunderland came back into the game. And this is the thing with Pep. His whole mantra and his psychology is we need a lot of men in the opposing half so we can always find a man to pass the ball to. But if you now lose the ball, which is what City sometimes did, and Sunderland just make that one key pass, which is what was happening. They was making so many passes to Defoe, but Defoe was too alone, and there wasn't really a proper kind of transitional play that Moyes had implemented in Sunderland so for quickly countering City when the opportunity was there. So there were opportunities for Sunderland to counter, but tactically, strategically, they just weren't really not set up for that. Second half, I just think City struggled. I think because it's a new tactics, new manager, they really went creating any chances, and they really were not really as sharp as they were in the first half. And obviously, they went to sleep, and Defoe is underrated. I keep telling people, Jermaine Defoe is underrated. This guy he's still one of England's best strikers, and he was there, right place, right time, nice finish. And really, in the end of the day, it's, I mean, McNair, if you're going to come onto a pitch, don't get an own goal. I mean, that's just me. Don't get an own goal. So, I mean, I don't understand how you get subbed on, and the only contribution that you do is an own goal to make your guys lose the game. But again, it was a good hustle by, I think, Jesus Navas, Kelechi, and Delph putting pressure, and then that was the winning goal. So overall, for City, it's a work in progress. They still need to fully learn the passing game, the possession game, finding men, and really be clever with the passes. So I think, but remember, keep in mind, Sane, I think, is going to be a huge difference. And I do believe that Sane is really going to play the Raheem Sterling role. Gundogan, he's the key man. Fernandinho just doesn't have the passing ability, the range, or the vision that Gundogan has. So if you imagine Gundogan in the middle, being the points man and the role player controlling the midfield, and then you see what Sane can be doing as an attacking weapon for the team, then you will see that City will greatly improve upon what we just saw. But I mean, I just don't see. I mean, why can't we just roll in with Kelechi and Aguero as two strikers? That's something that I think he should look into. Because imagine if you had a Kelechi, Aguero, and a Sane trio attack, that would be seriously tasty. So I think that's something that he should maybe look into. But this is all walking through. But the key thing is, the City is the passing. That is the bread and butter of Pep's game, and City just needs to improve the passing and really buy into what he's saying. And I just thought it was just times it was a bit too slow, a bit too boring, and just a bit too laboured and just meh at points for Man City. But they'll get there in the end. Sunderland, look, man, give your boy Moyes some more credits, man. This guy gets too much hate. And as for what he'll do with Sunderland, as long as they have Defoe in this team, Kabul had a pretty solid game, but as long as they have Defoe, they can do something. Maybe 10th, 11th, I mean, but nothing higher than like 9th or 8th. But look, Sunderland, they did their thing, but the only problem was they didn't have a counter-attacking plan. Every time they hit the ball, you can't just hit the ball to one striker surrounded by 4 or 5 players. That doesn't make any sense. So maybe Janusa should have maybe started or come on earlier to really give Defoe a lot more support. So that's my own thing. But for City and Pep, who knows? We'll see how it goes. It wasn't a great performance, but a win is a win, and that is all that matters. All right, peace.